I got friends that I know that I'm only gonna hear from in a time of need. I got friends that hit me up when it's been a long time they ain't heard from me. I got friends that will just be cool if I make that call and tell him it's peak. If he puts you on a shirt, he did it for me, it's a loyalty. I got friends that won't go anywhere else, she calls me the TBE. I got friends that I call my G, couple day ones with me. I got friends that started out like that, but she turned into a queen. Back in the palace ain't where you find my royalty.
The next topic we're going to discuss on Boxing Bros is Benjamin Whittaker's showboating and confidence bad for boxing. So if you've seen Benjamin Whittaker fight before, and if you watched his performance last night, he does a lot of antics, he does a lot of showboating, and he's extremely confident. How confident? Well, I'll show you an interview that he had during one of the conferences for this fight in the promotion, and here's what he had to say about the guys headlining the fight as well as himself.
Talking about those two guys, I could beat them now, and it's not just me saying it. I know I can. I've got the skill, I've got the looks and everything else. But at the end of the day, it's about experience.
It's anything just like the confidence.
You know,
yeah.
Look at me on there. Look at that beautiful face right there, man. I should be right there. You know what I mean? But we'll get there eventually. But back to the boxing. It's all about experience. I've got a tough guy Saturday. Deal with him the way I should do, and then we're in the right step.
You see, he got the Q Dog boots on right there. All right, I'm gonna turn it over to you, Dollar Bill. What were your thoughts?
I was gonna say that y'all should just give me my now, but now I'm
a disclaimer.
Yeah, I was gonna say you might as well just give my disclaimer now, but now I'm gonna keep it above. Look, it's entertainment. This is supposed to be entertainment at the end of the day, you know. As long as he's winning and he's protecting himself, and listen. It can go bad. We done seen it happen. It happened. My first heartbreak happened from my man showboating. My man Zab showboating. You know? Now he got caught. You know? So it happens. So I would tell him, you know, to be on point. Don't do too much showboating, because if you get caught, you know, people are gonna clown you for it, you know. But nothing's wrong with having confidence and being sure of yourself and going out there and being entertaining. You know what I'm saying? Look, I just hate how it's own, like, people give him a bad rap, but certain people they give a good rap to. You know, they see certain people and they be like,
speak on it, man. Speak on it.
Give me my disclaimer then, because I got him. You know what I'm saying?
You might not earn one. We gotta wait to see first.
This is how I feel. Like, depending on how you look, you get away with certain stuff. You know, you get the Conor McGregors and all the other ones. They can do these antics and showboat and be confident and stuff like that, and they be like, that's a bad dude right there, that's a bad one right there, and he's passionate. You know what I'm saying? Somebody else that look a little different, they be like, oh, he's cocky, he's a cocky, you know.
Carl Froch used to showboat.
Yeah, and he's not good for the sport, but it was different. He was called passionate for it. He was passionate.
Kawasaki had moments where he was showboat, I feel like.
It was different. That was skill. That was passion. You know what I'm saying? That's different. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? The other people, like, you know, the ones like Floyd or Zab, or, you know, they're considered cocky. You know, so young men, do your thing, keep winning. You know what I'm saying? Just know that you got to protect yourself, because once you get caught showboating or something, you know everybody's going to come for you. You know what I'm saying? I don't see nothing wrong with it. I think it's entertainment, no matter who does it. I think it's...
Well, I'm sorry to jump in on you, but just to get to the point you were making, when Prince Nassim used to do this, do you feel like he used to get backlash for it?
Yeah, actually, a little bit. Yeah, a little bit. I think a little bit. And they used to say a lot, and then some people would love him. It depends. It actually depends. You know what I'm saying? Like his hometown people loved him. You know what I'm saying? But some people here, it left a sour taste in their mouth. But I know in the hood we loved him. I know in the hood we love Nas. You know what I'm saying? We love Nas in the hood. You know what I'm saying? Dude dancing. I wanted to give me some leopard shorts on the strip for Nas. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. Uh, yeah, man. I just keep doing your thing, kid. Keep doing your thing. I think that you're gonna make a name for yourself. It's gonna make people want more interested to see you. Like when Tefimo Lopez started with doing all the Fortnite dances. People couldn't wait to see the kid and see what he was gonna do after he knocked somebody out, what dance he was gonna do next. This is the generation we in. He's a young man. This is a young man's thing. He's doing his thing. If you old and you bitter and being angry, just sit there and it's not your cup of tea. Everything is not gonna be your cup of tea. You know what I'm saying? Like it's different strokes for different folks, but I don't see nothing wrong with the young man. Just protect yourself because you know that this is not a this sport right here. They wait for you to go down. You know what I'm saying? Something happens so they could just be like, ha 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 ha. See this, see that. You know what I'm saying? So just stick to the skills, kid. It's okay to be confident. You know what I'm saying? And sure yourself. There's nothing wrong with that.
All right. I don't think that was a disclaimer worthy, Trill. I appreciate your points. All right. G.
Yeah. I'll second Trill's comments actually. Because for one, I actually don't even think he's showboating per se. And the reason why I say this is because in that fight, yeah, he did a little spinneroo like one time, and then the ref like got crazy. It was like, "Ah, chill out." But to me, how Ben fights, he's elusive, and I think he does that to frustrate his opponent. You know what I mean? And so, like, if that's his style, I'm not necessarily against it. You know, like, yeah, he could fight the traditional way and be more respectful to his opponents, this, that, and the third. But yo, we're in a social media era, yo. Like, come on, we're in an era where we're giving the Paul brothers, you know what I mean? Like they headline their own shows, you know, like so we're in this generation now where it's like fighters feel like, yo, for me to make it, I have to have an antic. You know what I mean? Like I have to do something in addition to my skills, you know, and then like the clip that we just showed, remember what he's saying? He's like, yo, come on, yo, I got the look, I'm handsome, I got charisma, blah, 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 blah. You know what I mean? He understands like it's a total package now, you know, like it's not a surprise why AJ is the face of heavyweight boxing. You know what I'm saying? Like now, you never seen AJ do the antics, you know what I mean? But AJ has everything else that kind of pushes him towards the limelight. So this guy, Ben, is probably like, yo, look at my division. You know what I'm saying? Like this division really got popping when a smaller guy got into the division, when Canelo got in there. You know what I mean? Like Bivol really was an unknown commodity until he fought Canelo. And Beterbiev been around, you know what I'm saying? But again, it's like these guys, they're not really out there like that. So the division kind of needs a person to showcase, you know, the skill, the art, you know. So you need somebody that's loud like a Ben Whittaker in the lightweight division. I mean the light heavyweight division. You know what I'm saying? Because without it, it's like, I don't know. It's kind of like how I'm feeling about the heavyweight division now. It's like, you know, like once AJ and Fury are out of there, it's gonna go back to the dead zone. You know what I'm saying? So these guys understand the market. They understand what they need to do to actually sell tickets. And, you know, so him bringing out artists, him dancing, you know, going into the stage, him dancing in the ring, you know what I'm saying? He makes all of that look good in addition to his knockouts. You know what I mean? It's not like the kid is doing these antics and he has no hands. My man's, he got hands and he got some nasty dance moves. You know what I'm saying? It's a perfect blend for, especially for the younger generation. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think it's a good thing. So I just, it's unfortunate that brothers feel like they have to develop these antics to make it, but I'm not mad if they choose to do it if it works for them.
TBE.
I have to respectfully disagree. I felt like it was a little corny and cheesy. It's like you still in the moment for the fighters who the fight was meant for, and you trying to bring your name up. You're not in the ring. It's like you see the Super Bowls next weekend. It's like the Lions is like, oh, the Chiefs and 49ers is playing, but players next year. It's like nobody want to hear that. It's about the fighters in the moment. It's about the people who made it. It's about here and now, not about tomorrow, not about this, that. Don't steal this limelight from everybody who's fighting right now. I felt that like that's what he did, and it's like you're trying to bring him up. He was bringing himself up when a lot of people. I really don't know who he is. So for him to do that, it's just like 20. It seems
Let me stop you real quick. You do know he was on that card, right? He was. He fought like
he's not the main
before
event.
Roxy fight.
He's not the main event. So for him to sit there and do that, it's just like he's like, oh, you supposed to fight me? If he was the main event and he was just doing it for the lower cards, or whoever's the winner fight these fights me next, cool. But you're not the main event, so don't steal the main event spotlight to boost up your profile. And okay, you did it, cool, whatever. But it wasn't cool. I don't respect it. And and everybody else who sees it is gonna look at it as like it's corny and cheesy. That's it.
He's in the same weight division as the guys that were in the main event.
Got it. But for him to steal the spotlight from that, like
On the
that
same
fight,
card, and he's actually on the flyer.
he's on the card, he's on the fly. It doesn't matter. He stole the spotlight from the main event, trying to boost his profile, and that seems corny. It's like you don't got.
All right, so I'm just asking because I just want trying to figure out. So if a fighter is fighting on the undercard, and they're asked about their fight, and they say, "Watch my fight. I'm the best fighter on this card. My fight's going to be the most exciting fight." You feel as though that's trying to take shine away from the main event?
That's like I don't even know why they had him do it. Like why they have him there to like be in between these fighters? Because at the end of the day, it could have triggered every fighter where where it's like the weigh in and the fighters or the where the fighters do the face to face. And then it gets too aggressive, like too much testosterone's involved or whatever, and they start pushing and shoving. What happens if he start talking this mess and then they start pushing and shoving him? Who's gonna stop that? Who's gonna break that up? Like there's no need for that. Let's keep it professional. Because I feel like he wasn't there for the man, like to keep it, like he just came in there with the wrong mindset and things like that, where it wasn't like it's entertaining, it's boxing, yes, but this is like it's still a professional sport. Let's have somebody at a pedigree who can handle this type of situation. He just came in here and started talking his mess. What happened if they mushed him in the face or something like that? Like, yo, shut up. Like, you're like, yo, you're not even shut up. Like, yo, now it's a bigger issue. It's like, yo, you thought it was good for business. Nah, you got 3 boxers fighting and there's nobody there to break it up. So it's like,
so wait, 3 boxers? So what? You're gonna have Buatsi and Aziz jumping Benjamin Whittaker?
He's talking his mess. Like, yo, you ain't have to beat me. It's like, yo, you see this, the Wayne brothers when it was like they just like get the F out of here, like like that's that intro where they smush somebody. It's like, yo, give me the mic, yo, and they take it from like, yo, this dude don't know what he's talking about. We out here, but it just seems a little too much for boxing. Like it just seems a little too much for like that. Like in the press conference where they're talking their mess and doing that, cool. But when you got him up here talking and he's like bragging about himself, it's like, shut up, dog. You're not even the main event. Like it's like, get out of here. I get it. He's a talented fighter. What up, G?
I'll let it go.
Yeah.
He's a talented fighter. I'm not gonna.
This has been about 5 minutes, bro.
Yeah.
If you guys gonna go about another 8 minutes, bro, and then you know what I mean.
He's a talented fighter, but I just feel like it's not the correct formula for that type of scenario, because it just could just like trigger multiple boxes where you got somebody who's not fighting the fight, talking reckless, and he's not. That's what.
All right, so Benjamin Whittaker is a decorated amateur. I do believe he medaled at the Olympics. I'm not sure, but I do know that he has a great amateur background. This was like his 6th or 7th professional fight, and he's fighting someone. He was fighting someone who Dan Aziz fought, and he did an even better job than Dan Aziz did, and Dan Aziz was in the main event, and he did it at an earlier stage in his career. Ben Whittaker is a very talented fighter, and watching him, like you said, G, he's elusive. He has amazing reflexes. He has great reaction time, and he does showboat in the ring. Now, do I have an issue with it? No, I don't, because I've seen it done before. For me to call Ben Whittaker out for showboating would be like, I'd be a hypocrite, because I liked when Roy Jones did it. I like when Prince Nassim Hamed did it. When Tyson Fury was against the ropes and he made Tom Schwartz or whoever missed and he did the Muhammad Ali, I thought it was funny when he did it. I liked when Muhammad Ali did it. I think when you have elite level athleticism and you display that and you showboat with it, that's you backing it up, right? If you want to stop Ben Whittaker from showboating, hit him.
Mm-hmm.
It's like when people get mad that someone dances in the end zone when they score a touchdown. If you want to stop them from dancing, don't let them get in the end zone. If you want to stop Ben Whittaker from showboating, put the pause on him. He can't showboat then. See, I seen Roy showboat in the ring. One of Roy's biggest highlights is him having his hand behind his back doing the chicken and then just springing out and hitting someone with a hook and dropping them. But once that athleticism went away, people started knocking out Roy. And you can go look at the highlights of that. So my thing with Ben Whittaker is, as long as he can get away with it, do it. I don't see anything wrong with it. I hope he's prepared to be in a real fight at some point. When he moves up in class and people have better athleticism and people are better fighters, I hope he understands that, because that's when it may become a problem, like it did for Prince Nassim Hamed. But at this time, you got to stand out. You got to do what you got to do. You know, and people talk all the trash about showboating and this and that. It's like Adrian Broner. Adrian Broner fought on pay-per-view before everyone else did, though. Why? Marketability. People knew who he was. People had an interest in the fight. They wanted to see him lose, but they still wanted to see him fight. The irony of it is people invest more in the fighters they hate than the fighters who follow the typical protocol that they say they want.
Exactly.
Right? You say you want a fighter to be humble. You say you want a fighter to show good sportsmanship. Andre Ward did that his whole career. Was overshadowed by other fighters. You recognize the fighters that get under your skin. You recognize the fighters who do certain things. So who's to get mad at Benjamin Whittaker for trying to become a superstar? He comes with the creative interests. He showboats. He does this. And people don't like him. So some people are going to want to see him get beat. Some people are going to want to see him get knocked out. And some people are going to watch because they appreciate his athleticism. To me, there's nothing wrong with being confident. If Benjamin Whittaker is a boxer, it's not a team sport. It's not the Lions. It's not Kansas City Chiefs versus San Francisco 49ers. It's an individual versus an individual. And if you ever played an individual sport, you have to believe that you are the best individual, especially if you play it at a professional level. You can't walk up to Coco Golf and be like, oh, there's 120 women in this tournament. How do you feel? Yeah, Coco Golf is just one of 120, but she has to feel like she's the best. And so does every other competitor in that tournament. So I'm not mad at Ben Whittaker. If you have a problem with what Ben Whittaker's doing, when you step in the ring with him, because only the fighters who he fight, like if you don't like him showboating in the ring against you and you don't like what he's doing, hit him. And if you can't hit him, he's going to keep showboating. It's very simple. Prince Nassim wasn't doing much showboating against Barrera. So I don't have a problem with it. And I do think, there is sometimes a double standard, like Trill was saying, because we do see guys who showboat and sometimes they get away with it. Like Billy Joe Saunders, I can name at some point everyone showboats. But if you don't like it because Benjamin Whittaker's doing it, then you can not watch, you can not support, or you can watch and root for the other fighter. Me personally, I appreciate what he's doing. I just hope he's smart enough to know that when he fights better fighters, not to do it unless, he's neutralized them to the point where they're no longer a threat.
Yeah, let us know how you feel in the comments section. Please like and subscribe. Check us out on Instagram and Twitter. And please check out our podcast on all major streaming services. You know you're rocking with It's the Boxing Bros. Let's see what type of person you are in the comment section.